sound now. Okay, let's do that again. I was just thinking Jen, Pixie Sticks and Lori for modding, and just seeing who's here. Darlene, Becky, Christina, Kat, hi Kat, Diane, Halsey, Zachary, Eli, hi Eli, how are you going? Feast Commander, Flying Dutch Woman. I've seen you before, I keep forgetting your name. Hi Sam. I saw your Discord chat, so I know you can't stay long because it's like stupid o'clock, 2 a.m. or something. Hey Matt. Cynthia. First live. Well, it's been a while. It's been about a year. So last time I did a live was for Hagrid's Hut. Thank you. Stupid o'clock is normally my time. Yeah. I hope the chat and me reacting to the chat is okay, because I put the latency, I changed the latency, so it should be not too laggy, I think. Eva, maybe you should refresh. Maybe someone can type to Eva. Could be that she has to refresh her browser. Do we work on our own projects while watch or yours or just? Oh, Rhonda, thank you so much for the super chat. This is my very first super chat, so thank you. Whatever you want to work on, I am working on. I'll show you what I'm working on. So what I want to make is I want to make a book that lies open on Dumbledore's desks. Well, desk. And this is what I have created. Let's see if my camera wants to focus. Come on, Cam. There we go. So that is what I've been working on, and I want to make one that is actually gonna be sitting on his desk. So this was basically my prototype type book, but it's still all right. Made a very tiny one as well. So yes, you can craft along. I will be going a little bit fast though, just to keep the chat going, or the stream going. But if you watch back after, you can recreate it, and I think you should be able to see what is in the description box. I left all the links and my purchases that I did to make this in there. So I also want to make these guys. So this is a cluster of books, and if you make these, it looks like a big chunk of a series of books that is sitting in a bookcase. And this was free, so the link for this will be in the description box below. Yes, this is 1/12 scale. So yeah, and on that same free website, I found the advanced potion making book. So this is not for resale, obviously. This is just for you to download and use for your own use. So you can make this as well, and I'll show you how to do that too a little bit later. But I wanna start off with this little thing. So yeah, it's still kind of flexible. Can't close it. Same for this one. I suppose it's good because it's, you know, when you drop it, it doesn't break. So yeah. I'm a complete amateur and I'm working on some books, one for each house. Aw, that's awesome. So you got my note about the, what did I call it? Community collaboration, I think I put in the description box as well. Thank you, Selena. I have an idea for the cluster of books. Would you like me to tell you it? Yes, of course. Go for it. What time is it where you live? Well, right now it's 9 a.m. Hey, Karina. How are you going? Okay. Let's start. So, this is not a difficult project. It's just a few steps involved. So what I did for these books is I started with tea dyed paper, which is basically that. And then you grab your ruler and let me see. So on Etsy I bought these what is it, Wizarding Book of Shadow pages. So they look like this. It's got a memory spell and a, I can't really what is it, return spell. It's so tiny you can't really read it. It's got a few of those. They're pretty cute. So I made that big book based on the size of these pages so I can glue them in. But I'll show you how to start. So if you have that size, you line it up with just a blank sheet of paper. You line up the ruler. And then you just tear that off. And you do that again with the next strip. I have to make so many books for this project, it's ridiculous. But that's why I'm also doing those clusters. But yeah. Let me catch up with the chat. Okay, so for the cluster of books, add like cardboard behind the books at different widths. Cardboard behind the books, different widths. So I'm gonna fold those boxes because they're basically boxes. These ones, they're basically boxes. So, once you have a few strips. Hello, husband. Lee is my husband, and he is currently shopping with our little one. Are you watching Harry Potter while you do your Dumbledore's office? Yes, I actually do, because there's so much research to do. Started watching you, Era, and Heather Tracy at the same time. I have to find her. Never heard of her. You three are very inspiring and encouraging me to build miniatures. Just do it, Darlene, and thank you for your kind words. It really means a lot. So, did I show you what I just did? You fold that strip in half. So this is an A4 sheet of paper. Fold that sheet in half and then cut it and fold it in half again. Well, I say cut it, but I'm tearing it. Tear it again. And then that's a double page because that fits on there quite well. And then, so I'll show you what I did. Not that one. Where's my next step? Ah, it's here. So you have then 5 signatures, and I'll show you what's in there. They're basically just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these folded pages doubled up together, and that's one signature. That's what you call it. What's in the book, it's a signature. And then that's what you have. And then that is what I'm going to sew. Let me catch up with the chat. Hi Georgia, how are you going? I can say for all of us here, we are honored to be here, and thank you for doing that. Thank you, Rhonda. I really, really appreciate it. Are you going to do the burrow? Not sure yet. So I've done Hagrid's Hut and Dumbledore's office. They're absolutely massive. When you're making dioramas, do you ever feel like you bit off more than you can chew? I have that problem every time. Yes, I'm going to sew this cat. I'll show you why. This needs to lie open. And if you don't sew it, that is going to be very hard and difficult. And I'll show you also why I'm going to sew it for a second reason. I've got a little tub of tea sitting here. It's got 2 tea baggies in it. It's not for drinking. It's that is for dunking my book in. Snape's sitting room. What about Snape's sitting room? You could glue them in. I could, but then I can't dunk. And I'll show you. Well, I say it's really easy. I've done it 20 times, but it's pretty easy. So I've got my needle and thread. I made you all tea, yeah. Yes, Snape's sitting room. I did make that one. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna lie them down here. I've got a dictionary page here. You could also use that to make your signatures. So you've got words in there if you really want to. I didn't. So you grab the first signature. And you poke 2 holes, like so. Let's see if I can bring that to a close. There we go. 2 signatures, 2 stitches, puncture holes. And then you grab the inside page of this one and you put it in this one. So this is the fiddly part. The part that takes up the most time, and the drying time of course as well. But and then you poke those same 2 holes in this one. And then you continue with that middle part of the first one to the next one. And I have to rethread my thread. And then the next one. And then do that again with the last one too. But seriously, I know there's many ways to do this, and this is definitely not the only way. You're very welcome, Liz. I really like doing live streams. It's just, I'm very anxious when I'm doing this. And let me see. I have an old 1887 dictionary, pages missing, but can. Yeah, you can use that. Absolutely. It's a bit of a shame though, the 1887 dictionary. It must be very beautiful. Oh, the matchbox dioramas. Yeah, they are tiny. And they will continue next month. Making notes. I know, I don't have to be anxious, but whew. How long do my streams go for? About 2 hours, sometimes longer. But yeah, about 2 hours. So at the end of the thread, I make a little knot. It's just a simple slip knot. And then I'm going to start sewing. I always seem so calm, not on the inside. Let me see. So I'm gonna go in from the outside, making sure not to go too far so I can go through the thread again and back out. And I'm gonna go through that thread, and because there's a knot there, I don't have to not like fiddle around with a knot. There we go. So there's one done. And now we're gonna move on to the next one. Going in from the outside. And then from the inside out again. And you're gonna close the book. And pull it, but don't pull it too hard. And then you're gonna go through the thread that was there before. Let's see if I can show you. My camera wants to focus. Focus, camera. There we go. And then you're gonna make like a little knot there on that side. And then because you want another thread there for the next signature to hold on to, you're gonna go back in and come back out again. And then you're gonna move on to the next book. Excuse me. And you keep going like that until you have all 5 on. That's okay, Kate. I'll see you when you get back. It's all good. $7:17 in Montana, Tennessee. Wow. Yeah, Eli, I know it's early in the Netherlands, and I should probably stream for you guys in Europe at a different time at some point. But we'll get there. And then we make that knot, and then going through again for the next signature. So let me know if you find this hard to follow or easy to follow, or if I should slow down, because we can do that. Germany. I had German in school, German language, and I can understand things. I can understand it. I can read it, but I can't have a conversation anymore because I never speak it. So it's You know. Mummy, you talk a lot and I have an ouchy toe because I was silly and Daddy ran over it with the trolley and now I have hiccups. Oh, Lily, you silly goose. What do you do with all your dioramas? Do you have a room for them all? Well, we thought we were moving house, and we're not now. So we're reshuffling stuff, and we had a little book room. Well, we had a book room. We have a lot of books, and we are currently in the process of changing things around. So we actually have a walk-in library, which is basically just a room. We have a 5x2, which is so 5 bedrooms, 2 bathroom house, which we're renting, which is ridiculous, but you know, we can, so why not? And we're reshuffling stuff right now because it's a little bit more efficient on how we want things to be, the way we're reshuffling stuff. And that means that we will have a walk-in library. And I want to put 2 tables in the middle, or 1 or 2 tables in the middle, where I have Hagrid's hut and Dumbledore's office sitting in the middle. And then, of course, also have a Harry Potter shelf or something like that. You know, and then all the miniatures can sit in that room as well. So I need to do a studio tour of my room here. And I also need to do a library walkthrough thing, probably. And I think I have the signature ready. Okie dokie. So this is what it looks like. Come on, camera, focus. That camera doesn't want to focus today. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. There we go. So I've got all my threads in, and it's all bound. It looks a little bit floppy, but bear with me. We're gonna do something about that. So I have my bits and bobs here that I wanted to use for this live stream today. Oops. This is Calico, which is yeah, cameras hate focusing. It's a new Logitech Stream Cam, so it's a good camera, and it focuses really well on like distance stuff, but when I get close it's a bit temperamental. So this is a piece of cheesecloth or calico, or however you want to call it. I think we just call it calico here. I'm just cutting off a little strip, which I'm gonna glue at the back. So I need a bull clip. Just trying to line it all up. And I'm going to use wood glue. Now you can also use PVA glue, but I find that wood glue is just a little bit stronger. Hi mateys, or mates, mateys. How are you going? Yeah, I've got a Logitech 920, C920, and then you've got a 922 as well, which I don't have, but that's the next one up. And then after that came the Logitech Stream Cam, so I went for this one. Thank you. Attack of the book. So, what are you gonna do with that? Glue is glue the spine. And I did a bookbinding course years and years ago where I did this too, and then you think, what? I'm not gonna put glue on my book, what? But yes, you are. Just putting a good coating on it. And then on the sides as well. Husband just got home. This can probably be half the size, and then I'm gonna stick that on. Hello, thank you for the coffee. I just got a coffee delivery. And then you're just gonna take that excess glue off. By the way, if you don't have a mat like this, I highly recommend it, because like everything comes off. Glue, paint, everything. Just gonna glue that on, trying to put it as tight as you can, just pushing it down. You can probably see the stitching then there on the side. You see the little bumps, that's the stitching. And so I had a coffee, I made a coffee, but that's now cold. And then you can take this off. Now put it on the other side where the binding is, and then just glue the rest of that calico on. Let me see, am I missing anything in the chat? Last time you're making it the same as you would make it. Yes. Same as a real size book. And you can get these little nozzle bottles anywhere, really. Alright, so basically you're just gonna let this dry. But for the sake of this live stream, I prepared something. This is what I created earlier. Let me just get rid of this glue. By the way, this mat, you can get a Tim Holtz one from Amazon, or you can get a, what is this? A barbecue mat, and you can get that at your hardware store, barbecue shop, whatever. Let me see if Lily wants to say hi. Lee, does Lily want to say hi? Hey, gorgeous. Hi. Come here. Can you say hi to everyone? Can you say hi to everyone? Can you see yourself? Mm-hmm. Say hello.
Hello. Can someone say hello to me?
Yeah. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye.
Go back to Daddy. Go back to Daddy. Can you close the door? Thank you, sweetie. Bye-bye, Lily. Bye. Sorry for that interruption, but she's cute. Bye-bye. Bye. She's still whispering, by the way. She's saying bye, bye. Get rid of the needle. Okay, what was I saying? I prepared something earlier. Where is it? This one. So, no, not this one. This one. This one is all dry. So that is what it looks like when it's all glued and dry and all beautiful. Her full name is Liliana, by the way. She's very cute. So see that the floppiness goes away when you've glued it together. And then what you're gonna do is a little bit scary. You need some tweezers for this. Some old ones. Let's dunk this in the tea. And I find that hot tea, like hot water, is a little bit better than cold. This is on its way to cold. So just gonna dunk it in and soak it. Make sure it's soaked all the way through. Opening a few pages here and there. Donkey, yeah. Donkey. I can't believe how many people there's watching right now. It's very humbling. Alright, I think we've soaked that enough. So this ages your book, and maybe squeeze out the excess. It ages the book, and it gives that nice brown, old papery look to it. Soak up some excess. Then you're gonna open the book, whichever page you want. I wouldn't do it where the stitches are, but that's up to you. And then you're gonna get a pointy tool, or a needle, or whatever you have. No. You drink too much tea and it aged you. Such a goofball. So what I'm doing, I'm just separating the pages and pushing them up in the middle. And once you've done a few, you will really get the feel for it, and it will go a lot easier. Maybe it's easier if I don't face it to the camera. I'll show you when I'm done. If you hear some noises, it's just hubby and Lily unloading the shopping they did this morning. You laugh though. Yeah, of course I did. Kiora from New Zealand. Hi Kiora, how are you going? Hey Deborah. Nice to see you here. Trying to dry it. Well, I made a few yesterday in one go, and I popped them in the oven, and that was fine. I'll show you them in a minute, because you know, here's what I prepared earlier, kind of thing, to keep the project going. So once you're done with that, it looks something like this. Come on camera, don't leave me to it. There we go. And this is still wet. Oh. Hi Michelle. So you can push it up a little bit and wriggle it around. And you can also put the pages up on the side a little bit, curling up. So when you pop them in the oven, that's 160 degrees, I think I use in Celsius or centigrade. So that's one of them. So on the cover of this one, you can see I only opened a few pages there, I want to do the Book of Shadows cover. And then I have another few that are completely dry. And ready to be taking that little step further. So I'm gonna let this little dude dry, and you know, that will become a book eventually. Leave that to dry on the side, and I'll start with this one. Will I? No, I'll start with this one because I want to have that Dumbledore book that I'm gonna put on his desk. Let me see, what am I missing? What kind of tea have you found works the best? The cheapest, nastiest tea you can find. So what I'm using is English breakfast. I've used Earl Grey as well, but I pay $2.50 for a pack of 100. So it's cheap. So yeah, if I dye a big stack of A4 paper, I use about 70 bags on a liter. And for this I use 2 tea bags in a little tub of water, hot water. And then this is the color you get, and I find that I get a better brown color than I do with coffee, and it's probably because I use instant coffee over percolated coffee. Thank you, James. How are you going? You want to create but afraid to start. Just do it. If you once you get going, you will learn, and it's okay to make mistakes. Don't worry, I made them. I saw someone ask, what is the very first diorama I ever made, and that was a Harry Potter themed diorama. And when I look back at that now, I'm like, yeesh, there's so many things I can do better. But yeah, how did you start with the dioramas? Kitsune is asking. I started with that first diorama. I think that was May 2019. Yeah, something like that. It's on my channel still, so you can view it. So yeah, May 2019, I started at the Harry Potter diorama, or a Harry Potter inspired diorama. And it started off with the cabinet that's in there. It's a wooden cabinet, and I made it from popsicle sticks, and it's a hard material to work with. But I made it from popsicle sticks, and I thought, oh, what if I just turn this into a complete room? And it just started from there. And then the second one I did was the Edgar Allan Poe one. And then the third one was for the Jazza competition that I won. Let me see what else. Thank you, Michelle. Pickle Snout. I love that name. It always makes me giggle when I see it. Do you use a specific type of paper? No, this is just printer paper, like 80 grams. GSM, something like that. No, mine is recycled paper as well. It's just recycled printer paper. And splotchy is good. Splotchy is good. That makes it age. It's good. And also this one. Oops. This one looks different from this one. This one is way darker. You're welcome, James. Just start. It's seriously, don't be afraid. And if you don't want to show anyone, don't show anyone. If you want to show the whole world, go for it. It's all in your own hands. I got started with miniatures when my first little tin lithograph dollhouse my grandmother bought me. Wow. Cloud Chaser, thank you. Harry Potter Book Nook, maybe Diagon Alley inspired. I have, but there's so many out there. So I want to do something that is not really there yet. Like the Alice box. Fish tank. How did you learn about polymer clay? I just did it. Repeat, and just keep trying. You'll seriously get better when you keep trying. And I found that Sculpey 3 is very soft. So I started using Sculpey Original, and that is less soft and it doesn't leave as many fingerprints. So I prefer working with that because my hands are always warm. Yeah, Poe was my second. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Halsey. Yeah, it was featured on Jezza, but that's nearly 2 years ago. Wow, 46 years old. That's amazing, Rhonda. Just never get rid of that. Pass it on. Yeah, so if you wanna join my Patreon, feel free to check out the link in the description box. I'm pretty sure you can see the description box now already there, and you can just join the crowd. Inside the Ministry pre-wartime. Is that with all the black and the purple? Pretty sure it is. I'm just looking at my books. Hold on. We'll continue this in a moment. So this is a book from Magical Places from the films, and I'll just have a look if the Ministry of Magic is in there. Pretty sure it's the one with the black tiles and stuff. Ministry of Magic, 161. Honey juice. Like this. Is this what you mean? Is that what you mean? Hufflepuff common room over in Discord. Thanks, Jen, for dropping that link. I did a Diagon Alley Book Nook kit. My daughter bought it for me. Came to visit. We finished it in a week. That's awesome. Yes, Cloud Chaser. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? So when you see this, you can actually see that they only built the first two levels, and the rest is all CGI, so computer animated, to extend it further up, which is pretty cool. I like this image too. That one. Very sad news yesterday that Helen McCrory passed away. Yeah, that image just reminded me of her. Yep, let's just put that behind me for now. I have a think about book nooks because they're pretty hard to make, and I prefer to make them with how do you call it, wood. So I'll have a look how that's how that will go. Yes, I did get some mirror. I can't find the mirror right now, but Hey Jessie, how are you going? Thanks for joining. This is the fabric that I'm gonna be using for the curtains in Dumbledore's office. It's actual real velvet, and so here's a little sneak peek of what's to come. It just what's on my shirt? It's the Marauders map. So yeah, this will be the curtain that hangs in his office. It is actually a really dark purpley mauve kind of color, but he was in Gryffindor, so I figured that this would be fine. I'm good, Jessie. How are you going? Are you tired after your live stream from yesterday? So that will be the curtains. So there's a little sneak peek for you. And I have been working on, I'll continue with the books in a second. I've been working on stairs. And this is going to be the stairs that go from the middle part down to the smallest tier. And these are the main stairs that you will mainly see going up from the base tier to the middle tier. And this is made from foam board and then covered with tissue paper to give it that stone texture. Once it's painted, you will see that. What has been my favorite project? I really liked Snape's sitting room, but I also like the Alice book box. I want to make more book boxes because I really like that. Yeah, the foam is just foam board. It's not expanding foam. And then this is one of the floors. Yes, it's one of the floors. It's the floor that is going to be in the middle tier. I'm in a constant state of always tired and always energetic. I'm special like that. Live streaming is tiring. Like after this, I'll probably need a nap. Penny Dreadful inspired diorama. I really want to watch all the Penny Dreadfuls and also the American Horror Story ones, but we need to find them. I think we have season 1 and 2 on DVD or Blu-ray, but I need to find the rest of them. But yeah, this is balsa wood, and you can see it's cardboard. Let me show you the base. This is a coaster or a placemat, basically, and this is just cardboard to make it more sturdy. And this is not gonna go anywhere. And the top is balsa wood, very thin balsa wood. So yeah. Do you ever watch Black Magic Craft? Yes, I do, and I've commented a few times, but he never comments on my comments, so I don't know what to do. Love to have like a collab or something with him. That would be awesome. Anyway, let's move on to this this book. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to use this because it looks good, I think, on a book. And I've got some of this that someone sent to me. Can't remember who it was. The Alex box, yeah, I love doing that thing. That would be the bookmark. And this is nice too, isn't it? Not sure now. Red or flower baroque? You decide. I'll let you decide. Alice only rocks when she's dark, yeah. Some of us think that, yes. Some of us think that. I know a lot of people do like the red, flowery. You're always the odd duck, Lori. Flowery. So we've got 3 red and 2 flowery so far. Don't talk about William Morris, seriously. I did a graphic design course and I chose William Morris to do a little write up on him. And yes, this looks like his stuff. Red, flowery, 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 flowery. Maybe we should make 2 then, huh? I'll make 2, alright? Just for you guys. This stream has been going for nearly an hour already. It's amazing how fast the time goes when you're streaming. So I'm gonna use Alchemist tools and the hello. What else have I got? Should have more here. Another hello, a return spell. That sounds cool. And a exchange of power. Let's do that memory spell. He's old. The people pleaser. Well, you know, I might as well make 2. I don't know if you saw the beginning, Jesse, but this is what we're making. It's a little book. Let me see if I can close up a little bit. Come on, Cam. You can do it. Camera doesn't want to focus today. It's just no. You can see it from a distance. But yeah, it's a little book. A book. So before we do this, I'm gonna cut out, where's my cardboard? From a piece of, what is it? A piece of cereal box. I'm going to cut out the cover. Red house. What am I missing? Drawing one of your OCs. Can you give us a description of your OC? Red house. I need to look that up, Sam. Also, I'm gonna write down that Penny Dreadful book something. Oh, camera. Seriously, it's the Logitech Stream Cam, Jess. And Jessie, and it's just it's great, but yes, Sam, thank you. So I'm just positioning the book on the cardboard, just gonna cut around it. Now, when you do this, don't cut into your book. I don't advise it. Your scissors won't go through. Now with this one, I did a double thickness. With this one, I did single, and I think I'm gonna go with single thickness because I don't think it needs that double thickness. Those camera focus attempts make me feel like I'm getting nose booped. Yeah, it's when I go very close to the camera, it focuses. That's a great cereal though. Yeah, it is. That's what I eat on the daily. Don't tell anyone. Alright. Okay, I just need something to write with. I'm just gonna mark out where I'm gonna... Can you all see that spine? That little piece there. That's the spine. And I'm just gonna make that little... Where's my cam? There it is. Make a little... how you gonna call it? Little markings. And then those markings I'm going to cut. That will be the spine of the book. It's all approx, and you know, you'll be fine. I'm just gonna line it up at the back of the book and trim it down a little bit because we don't want it to stick out. So that's it for now. Hey, let me see. Raven, how do you come up with the ideas and where do you start? Well, you always start at the beginning. No, that's just a silly answer. I just, you know, movies, games, books. Edgar Allan Poe is a big inspiration. Penny Dreadfuls will be a big inspiration for that. Like if you look at the series like the House of Lock and Key, which it wasn't a masterpiece, but you get great inspiration from that. Yeah. Oh, Rhonda. Don't start this train. Clean sweep. Hello, how are you going? I know, I always see your comments. Thank you. Or super chat. I'll start who's next. It's hilarious. So with this, thank you, Rhonda. So you put that in there, and then you just have a little bit of a distance with the cover, and then you have to cut around again. So the outsides are probably fine. You just need to trim off that excess. And you'll have a good cover. It's a bit too long still. Boop. There we go. So now you can basically do the same thing here. There we go. So now you have your book cover. So that's what it looks like. Thank you, Rhonda. I always think people are crazy when they do that, but I really, really do appreciate it. Next step would be attaching that to the fabric. Let's start with the colored one, not the colored one, the flower one. So I'm gonna get my Fabri-Tac glue. Let me make sure this is glue and not water. Yep, Fabri-Tac glue. I'm going to not use too much, otherwise it will seep through. I have to watch this tomorrow. I'm always looking to learn bookmaking tips. That's fine. Clean sweep. It's all good. All fine. I know you tuned in a little bit later, but it will be up for view. What did you miss, Kat? Tell me what you want to know. Thank you so much, Diane. Sweeney Todd. I love Sweeney Todd. Then a little bit away from the cover, you put on the spine, and then you put on the other cover. How the cover is being made. Okay. I'll show you with the other one. So this can dry a little. I'll do the other one. So we cut around the book with the cereal box. You're doing the cover parts individually. Yes, and there's a reason for that. So when you see that lip, the back, this is where the book sits in. And that just gives a more realistic look. Just looks like a real book when it's done. So we cut around the, what's the name? The book. And then you mark out the spine part. Like so. Like here at the base. The spine part. Hi Dee Dee, how are you going? And then you cut that out. Then you have a crooked spine like what I've got. It's okay if it's crooked. And then you trim off the excess because you don't want it to overhang. There's the spine. And then the covers are going to be a little bit away from the spine, so you're going to have to trim them down a little bit on the outside. Just that little bit of overhang that you want to trim off. And then you do the same with the other one. And then you've got your book cover thing. And then we're gonna glue that onto. Oh, thank you, Cloud Chaser. Oh my goodness. I'm blushing. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see. I want the fabric to run down. So we're gonna glue it on just like so. And then use the Fabri-Tac glue again. I use this glue because it really grips really fast and it's good with fabric and paper to paper. You just need to make sure that you don't have too much on it. There we go. So that's it. Well, that's it for the spine or the cover. Now we have to glue it to the book as well. I'm just going to cut that out. I really appreciate the support. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate it. Netflix is going to do 2 more seasons, just don't have the release dates. For what? For what? For what? For what? My husband doesn't like snakes. I call it an irrational fear, but according to him it's rational. We'll see. Oh, Pickle Snout, I'm sorry. I hope you can rewatch it when it's when it finishes, because I will re-upload it, upload it after it's done. Oh, lock and key. Ooh. Hey, Pixie Sticks, how was your dinner? So I'm just cutting around, by the way. Cutting around and then cutting down the corners. Not all the way down, but just a little, like a little triangle off. If you're wondering where I'm putting everything, I've got a little desk bin that was ice cream, but not anymore. This fabric is a little bit more tricky to work with, but we'll make it work. Lock and Key was okay. It wasn't a masterpiece though. It was alright. Okay, and let's start with this one because it's that one's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be the same. Sounds rational to me. I'm afraid of spiders, so you know we all have something. Yeah, it has good parts. I'm gonna start with this one. Cat, are you all up and okay with me moving on with the books? Because you said you missed something, but I think you might have caught on. So, gonna start with this one. Just gonna do a little, oops, glue on the sides, and then I'm gonna, the pointer tool, I'll glue in the sides. Well, I think I stopped talking. Or you can just do it with your fingers. There we go. Wanted to see you finish these books. I'm not far off. I can finish one in about, you know, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then you flip around all the corners or all the long edges. Oh, is it the thing? Is the interwebs not working well? Is it my stream? Let me know if it's my stream, because you know. Okay. Yeah, it has dropped. Well, kicked again. Well, what we can do is we can take a little break and we can be right back. Hello, I'm back. How's this going? I can see my thing is still buffering, but let's hope that it goes a little bit better now. Night clean sweep. I'm sorry, the internet is just playing up a little bit. Yes, it will be available after. For sure. So, how is the camera, the quality? I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. Excuse me. So, all right, good. There we have it. This is a little book now, and blurry. Oh no, don't be blurry. Dee Dee, try to refresh it. So that's what we've got now. And was it this one? No, I think it was the other one. Where is it? This one. Come here. Must have been the other one. I might have made it too small. That sometimes happens, you know. So if that happens, then it looks like I'm only going to be making this one. After all. How about this one? That one's a little bit better. Yeah, let's start with this one. All right. Because we can modify it a little bit. Let's see. So I think a red ribbon would be good in this case. This is actually a ribbon cut in half. So first thing you do is to glue that in, because you will not be able to get it back in if once the book is in. There we go. Oops, sorry, I just hit my mic. Oh goodness me, I've got a little fluff hanging on my finger. Ah. Okay, now you're gonna glue in that spine. Just rubbing off the excess glue and just gluing that onto the spine of this thing, of the cover. Not just any book. Let me see. My Fair Lady and back in the day, it was so long that it wasn't 2 reels. They had an intermission screen with music, and they changed the reel. You can get snacks. Is the clear glue? I saw your question before. So this glue is wood glue because I like using wood glue over PVA glue. You can use both. I just find that wood glue is just a little bit stronger. This is Fabri-Tac glue. It is it's stinky because it's I think it's solvent based or something like that, acetone based. Just trying to mold this around the spine. Just keep pressing it until it grips. And this, because it has that acetone stuff in it, it evaporates very fast, and that makes it fast setting glue. Oops. Okay, I think we're good. Just kind of cut off that there so it's not in my way. And now I'm gonna grab that last page Just gonna trim that off just a tiny little bit. And glue that on to the spine. No, not the spine. The cover. Excuse me again. I'm okay. I'm not sick. You're learning a lot, Kat. Well, that's good. I'm just gonna trim down these pages just a tiny little bit because I just don't like that little overhang. And you'll see how I'll fix that in a second. Because now these pages are straight and the other ones are not. Because I tore the pages by making them to size. So there we go. Glue that onto the cover of the book. And there we have it. We have a book. Now, yep. Let's get some smaller scissors. Because I cut down those pages, they don't really look like they are part of the book. So I'm just going to go over them with some scissors, like so. You can also use sandpaper or a sanding block. Or a distress tool. There are special tools for that too. I have one here. Yep, I do. It looks like this. And there's little like little blades in there. Hi Lynn, how are you going? I might try my head in a journal next. Thanks to what I'm loving for you. Oh, yeah, just try it. There we go. Rough up pages. And puff up those pages again so they're sticking up a little bit. So just push them in. You make it look easy to do. Well, I had practice. I practiced with this one before, so this is the finished one. And then I made the smaller one because, you know, because I could. But yeah, so these are two. And then I gilded the pages a little bit with gold, and it looks really nice. It looks really nice. With me, it's like once you find something nice to do that looks nice, you want to make a ton of them. Lynn, it's 4:21 in the morning. I haven't been able to fall asleep yet out of melatonin pills too. Oh, sorry, Lynn. Well, I hope my babbling will make you fall asleep. I mean that in a good way, not a bad way. You know what, husband and I found that, well, that really helps us sleep is peppermint tea, but then the fresh stuff, you know, that you the loose leaf stuff. Peppermint, not spearmint, but peppermint. Is it peppermint or spearmint? I think it's peppermint. So now we've got that all on, I'm going to grab my dauber and my distress ink. I love this stuff. Everyone uses either walnut stain or vintage photo, and I've always used gathered twigs for some reason. Just dab that in there. It's gonna age up the pages even more because we age it up with the tea. And because of dunking it in the tea, you can make this shape it is in, where the pages keep standing up. So you kind of train the pages to stand that way by making it wet. There we go. And now I want to have this one, that, what is it called? The hello? It's like a box. I don't know. Come on, camera. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. The hello. A box. If anyone knows what it means, let me know. Because I don't. Just trimming it off a little bit, just to make it fit on the page properly. And I think I wanted the memory spell. No, Alchemist Tools. That looks cool. So again, all the pages that I'm using, you can find them in the, there you go, Alchemist Tools. No, I don't have money for a 3D printer or a laser cutter. So, yeah, there's that. So I'm just gonna glue them on with some, where is it? Where is it hiding? Mod Podge. Just gonna use a little brush. Wow, concentration, huh? I'm just not talking at all right now. So I want to know, what else would you like to see on my channel? I want to concentrate more on miniatures and stuff, but I want to know what you guys are interested in, and if I like it, I'll put it on my to-do list. And yeah, that in November I'm going to make the Hobbit house, because December is their 10-year anniversary, 10 or 20-year anniversary. I think it's 20 year. Yeah. So in November I'm going to make the Hobbit hut house. Oh, thank you, Mingus. More horror-oriented stuff. So Lynn, you probably like the Alice Madness Return stuff. I still want to do an abandoned surgery or something like that. Like a doctor's surgery. Operation room. Asylum. You know what I mean. Can't wait to see the Hobbit house. Yes, I'm going to definitely finish the Matchbox boxes. I'm continuing again next month. So definitely, for sure. I'm actually hoping to put one up on the first Saturday of May. And you know what? I actually don't even know what that is gonna be yet. Where am I from? I'm from the Netherlands originally. Wow, 144th skill. I say wow, but that's basically the matchboxes. Lord of the Rings. So yeah, Hobbit House is gonna do. It's gonna come in November. So I'm just sticking down the page marker with Mod Podge as well. The thing is with Lord of the Rings though, that everything, well not everything, but a lot of the things are elven themed. And I do have some D&D miniatures, so I might do some elven related stuff, but it's also delicate and frilly, and it's so hard to make something like that when you don't have a 3D printer. But you know these, how do you call them? These molds for sugar work, for cakes and all that kind of stuff. I ordered a bunch of them online, and they can be used for dollhouses, they can be used for spooky stuff, they can be used for Lord of the Rings, they can be used for all kinds of things. So yeah, steampunk. All right. So the Alice book box, it's not a book box, was more it was kind of steampunky and horror themed. Well, horror, dark. I'll call it dark anyway because I'm not done with my Mod Podge yet. So I don't know why I put it away. So now I'm gonna just Mod Podge the sides to make it all stick together. If there's a page loose, just stick it down with some Mod Podge. Good old Dark Alice, yeah. Thanks to Lori and Jen and Pixie Sticks, by the way, for modding. I really appreciate it. It's, I mean, there's not a lot of bad people here anyway, but just in case. Thank you. Putting that Mod Podge where I can. And it's okay if it goes on the fabric. It's not a big deal. What did you finally name the sardine tin monster? I think I pinned that to the video. I can't remember. It has a short name though. Let me check. Let me check. So when you go to the video, you can see that. Where is it? Creature in a can. And I can't see it on my phone. Yeah, you just go to the video and you see the pinned post and you'll see what I named him. I can't remember. It's just a fun thing, I think. Yeah. It is honest work. But yeah, it's nice to have some people you can trust that you can rely on. Yeah, the wrench beside the name is mods. Hey, from Florida. Hello, Christy. How are you going? So I love doing live streams. It's just a bit nerve-wracking for me because I never know what to do and then I pick something easy. But do you guys like the live streams? Do you want me to do it more often? What would you like to see? I know that my Patreons would like to see me create the Row Life miniature creations, just to hang out and just to make something. Do I have any little ones or pets? I do. My little one was on screen a little bit earlier. Her name is Liliana, or Lily, and she's nearly 3. Hi from Sweden. Hello, Lynn. How are you going? Are you still going to make some orreries? I can, because I'm nearly done with this book, and I might leave that book for another time. The other book for another time. I know I didn't make the red one. I'm sorry, but I think I'm done not pudging. So, let's see if my camera wants to... Yay! It does. There we go. That's what we made. No, I'm not Lily after Potter. It's just, we like that name. And so this was my tester. And you can see if the camera wants to focus today. Hello, camera. Come on. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Come on, focus. The camera doesn't want to focus, but it's got gold trimmings. Ah, there we go. This one's got gold trimmings. Like gold edges around the page. You can see it a little bit. And this is the one we just made. And this is another one I made earlier. So that one also has gold on the sides. So yeah, that's the cover of this one. And you can see, because we made that spine, that the pages are actually sitting inside that spine, and that is what you want. That is how the book looks more real when it's lying on the desk. So one of these or both of these will make an appearance in Dumbledore's office. And this one I'm gonna finish, and you know, it might even go to the Gryffindor common room, who knows? Let me see, am I missing something? 3 is when little ones get opinionated. Oh, she's a little gem. Thank you, Rhonda. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do any more live streams or not, or and what you would like to see me do, because the Row Live would be nice because it's easy. They're not easy at all. They are a kit, so it basically tells me what to do. And for Hermione, for some light reading, yeah. If I receive too many books, you can never have too many books, but if I receive an overload of books on my Harry Potter common room crowd collaboration, because I've asked people to send me books. If you don't know about it, the link is in the description box below, so you can go to the community post and see what is up with that. I would love to do a craft along where we get a list of materials. Okay. I'll have a think about that. But yeah, if I have too many books, can never have too many books. I will make a library, a Hogwarts library, where I can then put all the other books in. I think that would be cool. I'm just going to put this brush in some water, and then I'm going to try and attempt to make an orrery. So, Yeah. A craft along sounds fun. Yeah, I did that before with the with a castle. So what kind of craft along would you like to do? I would like to know everything, because then I can prepare. Just gonna get rid of all these fabric bits. Where's my fabric box? It's over there. And these bits of paper, so I can make more books later. That should be nearly dry. That's the Mod Podge book. Gonna gilt the sides as well later, just with some gold acrylic paint. All right. You can probably hear my little one, but you know, it's a Sunday for us and everyone's at home. Craft along. It does help a thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Laurie, for reminding. If you haven't done it yet, click the thumbs up button. Even a thumbs down is fine too, because it's all engagement. A journal craft along. All right, so you want to make a journal. Diagon Alley. Yeah, I'm not sure about Diagon Alley. We spoke about this a little bit before. There are so many out there, and there's also kits of Diagon Alley. So we'll have a think about that. Little diorama. Thank you so much, Rhonda, for joining us. I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you for the donations to my channel. Diagon Alley with Michael Shelf insert. And a journal, a small one with a few signatures. Book nooks are really cool. Making tags. I would probably leave the making tags to my other channel. So I have a second channel where I do stuff with journaling, but I could probably make a journal here on this channel. The dark one. Oh, Nocturne Alley. Nocturne Alley is really cool. Matchbox follow along. Thank you, Rhonda. I really appreciate it. So a matchbox follow along would probably be something. I'll have a think about it. I'll have a think about what we can do. All right. Orreries. Orreries. Don't you just love the word? Let me see. So I've got 2 boxes with bits. And let me get rid of this tea because I don't need that anymore right now. 2 boxes with bits. And you might wonder, what is in your bit boxes? Well, bits of basically anything and everything. And I can probably do with a few more bits, believe it or not. But for this one, I want to use one of these. So I buy these for, I don't know, $3 for a pack of 12 at, is it a dollar store? I think it's a dollar store. It's just a wooden chip, a wooden circle. Thingamabobs. Yeah. So I did a little bit of prep for this thing, but not an awful lot. So I'm gonna start with that base, and we will go from there. So base, and then I've got this box with metal beads, and I got this one at a dollar store. No, not a dollar store. I got this one at a thrift store for I think $3 or $4, and it was all scattered around, so I sorted everything, and I ended up with this box of all these shiny metal things. So I've got some wooden toothpicks here, and I figure I can make something with this. No big deal, I want more. Yes, absolutely. Isn't that always the case, huh? I'm sorry for the crinkly noise. These are very tiny, well, not very tiny, but tiny styrofoam bowls. And I think we can make something with this. It doesn't look like a lot yet, but it will soon. Got some super glue. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a little base for this thing. This fits. So take some old scissors. You love that sound. Snip that off. Just sand the base. You cannot see what I'm doing here, but there we go. Sand the base so we can make it stand on here. Now, first things first. I'm gonna put some glue on the wood. I'm gonna put this bead on there. Is someone leaving? Okay, thank you, Lynn. Thanks so much for joining in. Have a good night. I'm gonna put a dollop of that on there. I'm gonna put that little toothpick that I just sanded down in there. That is stuck on now. That is the beauty of super glue. I just always get it stuck on my fingers. I'm pretty sure that this fits. That can go there. That should be stuck pretty soon. Let's give it an extra dollop. Super glue. There we go. Hi Ridley, I don't know if you're saying hi or night. Take a small bead. How high do I want this thing to be? Probably like there. So now let's take this very old rusty tweezers or pliers. Cut that off there. Nope, a little bit there. There we go. I'm gonna take one of these styrofoam balls and I'm gonna puncture it first, because this doesn't have a pointy part anymore. So if I puncture it first, I won't have the trouble of destroying the styrofoam. There we go. Hi Colleen, how are you going? Yes, you missed the books, but I'm going to upload this video when I'm done, and then you can watch it back. Just some super glue, and then Well, that looks pretty cool. So we have the first part of this little set of orreries. I think it looks pretty cool. I've got these cool beads as well. They're my fingers are covered in glue, but this is what the bead looks like. It's pretty neat. Let me just get rid of some glue with my fingers. Use this as a base probably. We're gonna use some repeat beads, but you know, I only have so much to work with. That looks pretty cool too. All right. I'm so mad I missed the start of new foster dogs. Oh, it's all like, okay, Colleen. Just bear with me. I'll show you the book in a second. Is this the one? Yes, that's the one. That's the book. So that's what we made. But now we're on to orreries because people would like to see this too instead of just books, which I completely understand. Ooh. All right. Put a little dollop there. Probably cut this off before I glue it down. I need to go as well. I have to get up early tomorrow. No worries. MSBS Creations? Mrs. B's, maybe? Creations? Thank you, Colleen. I'll guide you through the whole thing, how to make it, so you can follow along. And also in the description box below, you can find the printables that I wanted to create as well. I might do it after the orreries. These ones. I'm just showing you how to make orreries from beads, basically. It's actually pretty fun. It's just creating some funky little instruments for his office. And not worrying too much on what they look like yet, because I'm gonna paint them, obviously. Not metal bits, because I think the metal looks pretty good. I might actually have this sitting just at the base there. And maybe on there. Yeah. So, does that one fit? It does. Okay, if I cut that down a little bit more, I'll just drop the other one. Don't glue your lips. I won't touch my face when I'm doing this, because oof, just imagine gluing your eyes together. Blah. Got that one now. Sorry, Christine, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So that's a funky little thing. sit for a moment so it can dry. And I think we have like an orrery here, and it's simple, but I think it will go well as one of the little funky trinkets that is in Dumbledore's office, to be honest. And I will paint that orb as something. Oh no, Laurie. Don't tell me that. That was gonna be a mess. But yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. I need to let this dry. Also, here's a little tip. I saw a lady put the super glue and then put, what was it? Was it baking soda? On top of where the glue was adhering. So basically where it was spilled, and that creates this gritty, how do you call that, welded kind of look. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. Might have to try that. Paint it as the earth. Yeah, I could. The earth or the sun or one of the other planets. I need to glue this down again because it's coming off. Not sure why YouTube recommends these things to me. You must have watched something in the past that triggers that. I don't have that super glue accelerator where you can just spray it and it just sets in one go. I don't know where to get it. I can't find it at our hardware store. Come on, just stay there. It doesn't want to stay there. The darker side of YouTube. I have to glue it with the. I want to glue it this way, not the other way. Super glue and baking soda. I really have to try it out because it really looked like it was like welded, a welded connection, and especially when making the. Okay, I'll show you a little more of what I'm planning to do. Because I want to make something like this. And I think it looks awesome, or something like that. So I need some marbles for that and probably some colored beads, which I can probably find at a thrift store. And then I wanted to share this with you because I don't have any marbles right now because I couldn't find them yesterday. This looks like 2 marbles and just a piece of cardboard and how do you call it, toothpicks on the sides, and it makes an hourglass. How good is that? And then yeah, there's more orreries and all that kind of stuff there, but I definitely want to make something like that. I like the blue one. Yeah, so that's cool. So yeah, I think this is pretty neat for an orrery. So we made a book. We made an orrery. Oops. And now let's gonna put these 2 in there because I'm gonna use them again in not too long to make more of these things. Let's make one final thing, and that is one of those book clusters. Because, you know, I downloaded the file. You lost your marbles. Yes, well, I lost them a while ago. Get rid of the map because I can't cut on that. I downloaded this file And this is free. This is all in the description box below, so you can make your own if you're making a big library. Super glue and baking soda is called Popper's Bondo. Okay, I'm so gonna look that up. Right. I'm gonna cut out one of these clusters, and because green is my favorite color, I'm just gonna go with green. I prefer cutting with my knife over scissors. So I'm just gonna cut around the edges if I can. I've got a bucket load of notifications on my phone. It's ridiculous. So anyone who's done anything to my social media, thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'll definitely have a think about that craft along, because I know you all like to craft along or do your own projects as well. But you know, even if I do a craft along, you can still do your own thing if you don't want to craft along. How many times have I said craft along now? Yeah. Also a little tip, by the way, yesterday I was cutting out or 2 days ago, I was cutting out the foam for the stairs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are the stairs for Dumbledore's office. Made out of just pieces of foam. And when you cut those, make sure you have a brand new knife, because it will just go through it like butter. I started off with a not so sharp knife, and yeah, that's no, just no. Oops. All right. Where's my ruler? There. Right there. Try to not make a mess here. Again, if you're late tuning in and you don't know about the community project yet that I'm doing very soon, which is making the Harry Potter common rooms, but I'm letting people participate by sending in books that I will then display in the common rooms. And you can find all the information in the description box, where I've left the link to the community page and what the rules are. There's no really rules as long as it's 1/12 scale. That's all. So yeah, if you want to participate, you can. I think hot knives work well on styrofoam. Yes, styrofoam, but this is the one with the paper, like with the paper layer on top of it. I'm not sure about that. Also, I don't have a hot knife. Tracy, I can't think of her last name. She uses baking soda and super glue. I found that somewhere, like a tutorial on it. I don't know. So now I'm just gonna fold this where the folds are. Again, this is a free printable. You'll find it in the description box. Everything can be found in the description box. foam core. Yeah, that's the one. This is just foam core stuff. So if you have like a narrow edge like that you need to fold, because this is pretty easy to fold. This is 200 GSM paper that I've printed it on. I don't have a printer at home right now, but I have it printed at a local printer. And if you don't have that, oops, if you can't really fold that, by the way, just grab a ruler and then the dotting tool. Just run it across, and then you should be able to fold it quite easily. There we go. I need to frizzy my hair like Bob Ross. It's already frizzy. It's going grey, see? I'm not going to let it grow out. Then I'm the grey lady of the internet. This is after washing it last night and going to sleep with wet hair. Scoring those lines. I think it's gorgeous, my hair. It's big and poofy. Scoring should help with making books look separate. Oh yeah, I'll try that. Try that, Didi. Looks pretty natural. It is natural. It's my own color. Well, this is also my own color now because all the dyes should be out, but I'm just letting my my grays grow out. It's getting to that point I can't dye it every 2 weeks anymore. So with this, basically make yourself a book cluster. There we go. And you won't be able to see this, but yeah. Let me just get my little mat. Where's my little mat? Let me just get it. Yeah, it does go frizzy, but hey, just let the frizz go wild. So I'm just gonna score this on this little mat so it goes in a little bit deeper. Just scoring along the lines of the books. So like what Didi said, it makes the books stand out and they look like individual books, which is, yeah, actually does look like it. And you know what? I don't even think, because I printed it on 200 GSM paper, I don't even think I need to put anything inside of it. But what I can do is push it out even further like this at the back. Just pushing out the book spines. They look pretty neat. See where the light catches it. Oh, there we go. Very hard to show you. Come on, camera. Come on. Come on. No, the camera's not going to focus. But let's put it together and try again. Try again, Cam. let's put together this side first. Again, I'm using Fabri-Tac glue. If you look in the Amazon link in the description box, you will be able to find the Fabri-Tac that I'm using in one of those links. No, Chrissy. I know what you mean now. Thank you for the printable files. No worries. It's not mine, but I'm happy to support other creators that offer this for free. You know, it's all free. Just make sure that you don't sell it or anything like that, because other people made this, and just pass it on. It's available for us to use for our own miniatures, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, it does help a lot with smaller scales. This is so easy to do. But I just need to do this because there are so many books in this Dumbledore's office. You know, the second tier, the whole two walls have just books. The sorting head is somewhere in the middle there, in front of the window, but just gonna go this. So now, because we've been scoring this a little bit, there are some white edges along here, and it would look good if it was just a book, but there's multiple books and it does not look that great. So I'm just gonna go around it with my ink dauber, again using Distress ink by Tim Holtz. 1/4 and 1/44 scale. Wow. Hey Basia, how are you going? We're not on for too long anymore. Thank you for joining in. You can watch it back though. I will upload it after. There we go. And I think this looks really good. I'm really happy I found those files. So let me show you. Let me see if the thank you, Danielle. Let me see if the camera wants to focus now. There we go. It does want to focus now. So this is what it looks like. It actually looks like a little row of books. Hi Natasha, how are you going? We're nearly stopping this stream because we're nearly done. So we made a little row of books. We made some orreries, well, one orrery, a little trinket thingy majig that is like leaning over, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. I'm gonna paint that and put that in Dumbledore's office. And we also made this this book based on this book I made earlier and this book I made before the stream. So yeah, Eli, it does look really good actually. So those files, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones, which gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, at least in this set, 8 books in one go. And yeah, I think that it looks really good and it's very effective. So I want to thank you all for joining me on this stream, and I hope to do it again soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.